Hello, darlings. I have Charlotte Tilbury's new blushes. These are the Unreal Blush Healthy Glow Sticks. I have it in the shade Pinky Glow and Cherry Glow. I wanted to give you my first impressions, demo, all the fun things. So if you want to see how these two shades swatch, you want to see how they apply, stick around. Please also like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe to my channel. It really helps me get my videos out to more viewers, and I appreciate your time. All right, let's get started. I'm so excited to review these blushes for you today. It's about 10 o'clock at night. And I got these in the mail tonight, so I just wanted to do a quick video to show you how two of these colors swatch, see how they apply, all the fun things. So first I'm going to be starting with Pinky Glow, and this is a beautiful, vibrant bubblegum pink. Let me show you the packaging. So it has that beautiful Charlotte Tilbury emblem, and that's the name right there. So the packaging is very pretty, but I wouldn't say it's the best I've ever seen. When you compare these to the Dior Rosy Glow blush sticks, there's really no comparison in the quality of the packaging. It is beautiful. These are made to be refills, and with this shade that I have here, the Cherry Glow, it seems that I can't get it to lock in so that the stick will stay in place, and the product is kind of getting a little bit messy as I'm trying to do that. So the packaging is beautiful, but I wouldn't say it's the best quality packaging, but that's okay. I'm sure that the product will be beautiful, and I'm excited to swatch these and see how they apply. So let's get started. So starting with Pinky Glow, I'm going to swatch it on the back of my hand so you can see how that goes. Ooh, very pretty. It's vibrant. Okay, so that is Pinky Glow, and you can see very, very pinky, very glowy. I would say that it went on the hand beautifully. So I'm going to be taking an hourglass brush, and I'm going to be buffing that out on the back of my hand. So on this side, I will apply it using the brush on the back of my hand and then on my cheek. And on this side, I will apply it directly to my skin so you could see how it goes that way. Okay. Okay. Definitely need a little bit more product there. You can also just, like I'm going to do now, take the brush and just buff it out on the stick. This way you get a lot more product on the brush and then buff it out on the back of your hand so it's not too much. Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. There's a lot of pigment. Okay. Just fix that. Okay, so I'm just going to buff this out with my hand. As you can see, I went a little bit heavy-handed with this, but the formula is very sheer. It's very movable, right? So you can move it around the cheek. If you put too much on, you could just buff it out right there, and you're left with a beautiful, healthy flush of pink. It's really gorgeous. I want to put a little bit more on just so you can see how it builds up. Yeah, definitely go a little bit easier with these. Okay, so I'm just taking my foundation brush and just cleaning this up a little bit. I'm just going to touch around it. But as you can see, it gives a beautiful sheen to the skin. Charlotte Tilbury said that this is supposed to be a beautiful pop of color, buildable. It's supposed to be long wearing, easy to apply, and I would agree with all those things. I think it does give a beautiful, healthy glow to the skin. It's buildable. I just built it up a little bit too much initially, but it is buildable. It has a beautiful glassy effect to the skin. I think it's very, very pretty. I just would suggest going a little bit lighter handed than I did initially. So on this cheek, I'm going to apply it directly to the cheek very lightly, and I'm going to buff it out and see how that applies. Okay, so just very, very lightly going like this, and taking the other side of the hourglass brush and just buffing that into the skin. So I actually like this application method better because I think you have a little bit more control. But it does look blurring on the skin, and it's not emphasizing texture at all. Even on this heavier application, I'm not seeing any texture emphasized. Put a little bit more. I'm loving this shade. This is beautiful. Perfect for the summer. Really, really very pretty. And I think this is a great on-the-go product because if you're putting this in your purse and you just want to throw it on your cheek in the car, or if you're freshening up during the day and say you don't even have a brush with you, you could just buff it out with your finger. So very, very pretty. If I were to compare this to the Dior Rosy Glow blush sticks that came out a few weeks ago, I would say this is less glowy. I think it's beautiful. I think they're both, gorgeous products. I think this is just a little bit less glowy, but I think it's gorgeous on the skin. It feels weightless. It's really, really pretty. Let me just show you up close. I'm just applying a little bit more. So again, I like the way this side applied better than this side, but as you can see, just a beautiful sheen of color. It's weightless, it's light, it's beautiful. Really, really pretty. And I do love this shade for the summer. So very much impressed with this shade. And now I'm going to remove this shade and then put on the Cherry Glow so you can see how that applies. So moving on to Cherry Glow, this is the beautiful shade. And as you can see, this is a refill, right? So you're able to refill this. But in trying to get this to lock in so that it's not falling out every time I'm using it, the product actually got damaged. So let me just show you up close. So I don't know if you can see it, but you see that line down the middle? That came from me squeezing it, trying to get this to lock into place. So I think it is a defect with this particular product. It's just something to note because I think if you're spending over $40 on a blush product, the packaging should work correctly and you shouldn't have to damage the product in the process of trying to get it to lock into place. But I just wanted to mention that. I know that packaging is important to a lot of people, and we're spending a lot of money on these products, so we want them to be in pristine condition. So I just wanted to put that out there. But I'm still very excited to try this and to show you guys how this swatches and applies. Let's swatch this. But as you can see, since I can't get it to lock into place, it's falling out. So I may have to return this one and exchange it because I'm not able to use the product properly. Okay. So this is Cherry Glow. I'll show you that up close. So a little bit of a daring color, but I'm excited to try it. Just taking my BK Beauty 109 brush and dabbing the product and just applying that directly to the cheek. I'm going in a little bit lighter handed with this one because it is pigmented. As I'm putting this on my hand, it's falling out of the package, so I'm going to have to bring that back because that's defective. But focusing on the color, I really wanted to get all the shades, but I didn't want to go too crazy. I wanted to get the Peach Glow shade. That looks beautiful too, but I figured the Cherry Glow is a little something different. A red blush is always beautiful, very flattering, so I wanted to try this one. Okay, so that's gorgeous. So you see, because I went in with a lighter hand, it is applying much more, I think, the way it's intended to apply. I really think it's beautiful though. It's giving such a beautiful glow to the skin. You don't feel it. It's not tacky. It's really, really nice and very buildable. So I love this shade. So now I have to, because of the packaging being defective, I have to hold this so that it doesn't drop on the floor and buff that into the skin. I love this shade. I have to say, again, even with this side, I think that applying it directly to the face and then buffing it out is the better way to go. Although I don't always believe that with every blush. I usually like to do it the way I did it on this side here. But I think because it is so glowy and movable and everything like that, I think you're better off putting it directly on the face, which is great because if you're on the go, just put it on your face, buff it out with your fingers, and you're good. Touch more here. So I have to say, out of the two, I think I like Cherry Glow the best. I think it just gives such a beautiful flush of color to the skin. It's elegant, it's classy. I love this shade. I do love the Pinky Glow too, but I think this is more user-friendly. I think it's more universally flattering because I think the pink shade might be a little bit harder to work with, but they're both beautiful. Aside from the packaging, I think they're beautiful blushes. I think they're great for summer, on the go. I'm looking forward to using these. Yeah, so I think that they're really pretty, and hopefully you won't get a defective product like I did. So that wraps up my demo and first impressions of the Unreal Blush Healthy Glow Stick in the shade Pinky Glow and Cherry Glow. I think Cherry Glow is my favorite, but they're both beautiful. I'll let you know in a future video of how these wear over time, what their longevity is. But first impressions, I'm really impressed, except for the packaging. Not so impressed, but the product is beautiful. Let me know in the comments down below what colors you're thinking of picking up. Let me know once you try them if you like them. I want to hear all the fun things. Please also like this video and subscribe. It really helps me get my videos out to more viewers, and I appreciate you being here. I appreciate your time, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.